Welcome back, folks, to another exciting edition of Let's Play Tyranny. As always, I am your host, J John Jeremy, and this should be most exciting. We're playing this game a day after its release, and if you haven't watched our prologue video, please do, as it showcases kind of the backstory to Tyranny, as well as how our character, John Jeremy, has gotten to where he is. Our task right now, given to us by the Overlord, make sure the fighting ceases between the rebel forces and the Overlord's army. Otherwise, there will be death spread upon this world. Looks like we're being met by somebody here. Let's go say hi to Aurora. So the game is giving us tutorials in the upper right hand corner. Conversations involve you and another character, and sometimes additional parties like bystanders or companions who interject. The choices you make change how the story develops and will build a reputation for your character over time. People in the world will learn of your reputations, good and bad, and respond accordingly. Well, there you go. We may get some additional dialogue options depending on our character's attributes, skills, history, and gender. And the banner beneath the character's portrait indicates which faction the character is allied with. And we'll see names of important characters and locations in gold text color, which gives us glossary entries about the world. So first up, we're speaking with Aurora. Aurora is a member of the disfavored faction, of which we have 0 favor and 0 wrath. Kyros the Overlord be praised. When I heard the avalanche, I feared the valley was sealed with you on the other side. The disfavored warrior claps her gauntlet to her breastplate, the traditional salute of her legion. I bid you a welcome return to Vendrian's Well. The altitude is still dizzying and the locals still revolting. Doubly so this time around, as they've pissed on that peace accord you offered them. Edgering Pass is still as you remember it. I was hoping to have the warriors celebrate your return with a proper feast, but I'm told you have places to be. So Vendrian's Well is the name of the central plateau of the Tiers, a mountain-ringed valley of rivers, floodplains, and scattered farmland once ruled by a house, Vendrian, of the realm of Apex. At the heart of the valley is the mountain spire, and at the base of the massive stone structure is an old citadel built centuries ago and largely left unused until recent times. So this is Apex. This is part of our conquest storyline. So that was a thing. Now, as part of our conquest decision, as the architect of the surrender of the realm of Apex, you played a vital role in the military conquest of Vendrian's Well in the year 429 TR. The Vendrian Guard, the oldest fighting company in Apex, reneged on this surrender in the beginning of 431 TR. So these are the guys that I made surrender. These are the same ones that are now rebelling. So I've given them a chance already. But on a personal note, it is good to see another Harbinger. By Kyros' will, most of our old invasion force still lives, but most of us have been scattered across the tiers, reassigned as needs change. I miss those days, when there was so much battle ahead of us, so much glory still to be won. But I know the Archons are expecting you. Don't let me wax nostalgically about the old days. There's another conquest decision. Barely 10,000 disfavored departed the Northern Empire to conquer the Tiers, and the disfavored in-country today were part of that original muster. While Scarlet Chorus faces come and go, you've seen a lot of the same disfavored over the years. This is Aurora, Stone Shield of the 2nd Cohort, veteran of the original Vendrian's Wall campaign 2 years ago. You saw battle with her and her team in the infiltration of the Tiers that occurred weeks before the major opening battle at the Gate of Judgment. Those who took part in these daring pre-war raids referred to each other affectionately as Harbingers. So this is somebody we fought with, bled with, and certainly is, while maybe not a friend per se, a companion, a colleague, as it were. Let's see. I can glare silently. I am in a hurry to deliver a message to the Archons. I come bearing an Edict of Kyros. Our soldiers will complete their task or die. Or, because I have lore of 20 or greater, can you hear that hum in the air? That glow around the rocks? The avalanche is Kyros' magic. The Overlord has sealed the valley. Your senses see more than mine, good Fatebringer. I do not pretend to know about such things, but if that was Kyros' magic, and you're here on important business, well, you don't have to be the Archon of Secrets to guess that you're here to proclaim an edict. What does Kyros have in store for the enemy? 10 years of festering plague? An edict of twisted bones? Remember, these edicts are super powerful magic. We used an edict to burn down an entire library and put a volcano in its place. So, kind of a thing. So the question here is, do we tell Aurora our task? I don't see why not. It wasn't told to me that I needed to be silent the entire journey until I reached the Archons. I come bearing an Edict of Kyros. Our soldiers will complete their task or die. The edict is leveled against us? Her eyes widen with fear. Her posture slackens. But the Scarlet Chorus prevent us from taking action. Why would the Overlord punish both of... Forgive me. It is not my place to question. We should have conquered the enemy within weeks of arriving in the valley. The delay reflects poorly on all of us. If we all follow Kyros' will and stop the insurrection, no harm will come to any of us. Glare silently. 2 Archons and their armies cannot take a citadel they've taken before. Of course Kyros is displeased. Or because we have subterfuge of 20. Your first instinct is to blame the Scarlet Chorus. No wonder Kyros resorts to an edict to enforce order. I mean, I appreciate the fact that that option of dialogue is given to us. But do we always want to take those options? We've treated Aurora as a friend so far, and we've been honest with her. 2 Archons and their armies cannot take a citadel they've taken before. Of course Kyros is displeased. Your words sting, but they are not false. The soldiers stand ready, yet the Archons never issued the charge. If anything can force them to act, it will be the Overlord's edict. So we actually gain disfavor, and some favor to the disfavored. Wrath and favor, rather. Well, you've traveled a long way. I won't keep you any further. I'm sure the Archons will want to hear from you at... Her voice falls silent, her attention snapping eastward with alarm. Did you hear that? More runners. 3rd time this week. The Oathbreakers keep trying to send messengers through the mountains to gather help outside the valley. She points over to the collapsed path by which you arrived. But they're a bit too late for that now. Come, let's show these Oathbreakers a good fight. In honor of the Vendrian Guard reneging on the surrender of 429, soldiers in both the Disfavored and Scarlet Chorus now refer to these tiersmen as Oathbreakers. It is, perhaps, one of the few points of agreement between the Disfavored and the Scarlet Chorus. Alright, ending the conversation, to battle! New quest, Welcome to Ruin. Help the Disfavored battle the Vendrian Guard. Tyranny uses a pausable real-time combat system. Because you will often manage more than one character at a time, it is a good idea to pause the game, issue orders, and resume real-time to see the orders play out. The options menu also contains many choices for automatic pausing when certain conditions are met. Press spacebar to pause and unpause the game. Your character can always perform basic attacks using their equipped weapon or their fists if fighting unarmed. All abilities can be chosen from the area down here. To use an ability, left-click on the ability icon or press the hotkey. Cursor will change to indicate whether your mouse is over a valid target. If the cursor has the red X, you are not over a valid target. If the cursor has a pair of feet in the corner, you will need to move closer to the target. All characters in the game, friend or foe, have 5 primary defenses against attacks: parry, dodge, endurance, will, and magic. 4 possible results from any attack: hit, critical hit, graze, and miss. Okay, for the glory of Kyros. Well, let's see here. I've got thrust, single target attack that inherits elements of the attacker's fighting style. I've also got charged fist. I've got Titan's touch. And I've got concealing shadows. Why don't we go ahead and Titan's touch our ally friend here. Cannot do that. Okay. I can attack, though, with a charged fist, the enemy. Sure, why not? Hopefully that works. And let's resume the combat. I think they're attacking. Oh boy. That was a hit. He hit both of us, it looks like. Alright, so we used our charged fist attack. Didn't realize this was going to be so close, but when you have a name of the attack called charged fist, obviously it sounds like it's going to be right there. So now we will thrust at the enemy. There we go. Attacking the enemy right now, so that needs to recharge. I guess we'll use Titan's touch on our ally here. Meanwhile, the honor guard that we're attacking is badly injured. They were badly injured, and then we healed them. That's one down. Let's check further along the path for more. Do we have to search the body or something? We do. Auto-looted. We got Potion of Protection and Whetstone. Take all those things. Looks like this person's hurt right here. I also noticed I have a lot of automatic pauses in play here. Let's go to the options here. And I'm going to turn all those off. Cool. All right. Coming on over here, I'll decide when to pause and when not to pause. The avalanche has us blocked. Think you could fit through the rubble? What's this do? Some objects in the world represent problems or obstacles that have multiple solutions. Selecting these objects will display the field interaction window. Many of these options will require a member of your party to have a minimum number of ranks in athletics, subterfuge, or lore before you're able to choose the option. Okay. I can squeeze through the gap. Or move boulder, 30 athletics requirement not met. Well, that's not going to be a thing, so squeezing it is. Well, hi there. We arrived here attacking this sun soldier. And now we're being attacked in return. Charged fist on this dude right now. Please. That'd be swell. Who are you? Another sun soldier? And you are Stone Shield. Good job. And thrust. And then concealing shadow on myself. Maybe. You can't see me. But I keep missing them too. Not very smart, John. There you go. Magic staff +1. Use thrust again. Alright, that person's down. Where's our ally? They ran away. Who are we attacking? We're attacking this person right here. Sun Soldier. Yeah, good job. Stone Shield is badly injured. Let's try and heal this dude. Maybe. Or any of them. Cannot heal. Okay. That's a thing, sure.
For the glory of Kyros!
Okay, we're still winning here, though. That's good news. Let's use our thrust. Good job. Excellent work. Well, I think we're okay. I don't know where our allied friend went. Aurora just kind of disappeared on me. Let's go talk to this person, I guess. Don't bother with me. Go down to the pass. Drastus. The soldier clutches his gut and winces. You can see a hint of entrails between his fingers. You're wounded, and it's not trivial. I don't have time for this. You're wounded, and it's not trivial. He laughs through his clenched teeth. This? But a scratch. I've seen twice as worse 10 times over. He doubles over in pain, gagging and shivering. If you'll let me help. Keep hold of your guts then, for well. If you'll let me help. I said I'm fine! The soldier moans and shakes his head. Graven Ash protects. You go on and help the others. Graven Ash, Archon of War, is capable of shielding his soldiers from injury and fatigue. This protective influence exerts itself even if far away or as he sleeps. If he sleeps, the rumors disagree. Few understand how this arcane power works, but all who have faced the disfavored in battle will attest that Ash's soldiers can survive serious harm and shrug off the fatigue of starvation or long marches in heavy armor. When the disfavored are wounded, Ash's Aegis, as some refer to the Archon's unique power, appears to help the disfavored swiftly recuperate and return to battle. Oh, that's neat. Sure, fine then. I'll go ahead and move on. Oh, I gotta loot this guy, though. I got, Sun Soldier's Javelin, which I guess I'll take, sure. Moving on. Vendrian Guard Corpse. Waking Death. As we continue along this path here. Queen. What's this? The ancient Weeping Mother statue pays homage to the Queen Lysirius, first of her name. Fresh water once flowed from this statue, but when Kyros' forces attacked Vendrian's well in 429, the statue began weeping blood, and has done so ever since. Well, that's a bit awkward. Also a bit awkward seeing all these bodies here. Hello!
Try and catch me, worm.
A young Scarlet Fury weaves around the Vendrian Guard attackers, avoiding their weapons with fluid grace. She nods to acknowledge you. Scarlet Furies are the elite fighters of the Scarlet Chorus, distinguished by their graceful attacks and murderous persistence. Better armed and trained than most Chorus conscripts, the Furies are found among the vanguard of battle. Their brutal displays of skill inspiring bloodlusts in the masses and fear in the enemy. A breathless enemy soldier passes a glance to her countryman. This one's crazy. Too much lead in her water. We should cut our losses and turn back.
Ha, Fateinder. Here at last. Care to join me in putting these cowards out of their misery?
She nods to the armed soldiers bearing down on her. Sure. She's obviously someone that is allied with us. Say something for me. For the realm of Apex, charge! The Vendrian Guard level their weapons and advance. The Vendrian Guard is the army of the landlocked realm of Apex, defenders of the central region of the Tiers. Named for House of Vendrian, the ruling dynasty of Apex, the Guard has a reputation for being as resilient and stubborn as the mountains themselves. Ostensibly beaten by Kyros' armies and forced to surrender in 429, the Vendrian Guard resurfaced in 431, brazenly defying the Overlord's rule. Well, not for long. The companion Verse is join your party. Verse is a capable warrior skilled in both melee and ranged combat. As you acquire companions, you will need to balance their strengths against the strengths of your character to be successful in combat. While it is possible to adventure alone, you will find the game more rewarding with a well-balanced party. Okay. There are now 2 characters in your party and both are selected. Any commands you issue now will affect both party members. To select a single party member, click on their portrait circle. You can control your new companion directly. You can enable AI and have them attack and use their abilities automatically. Once their AI is enabled, you can always select them and tell them to attack a specific enemy or use an ability and they will follow your orders. If you right-click on the AI button, which is where, I'm not really sure, you can see the AI settings for your party members. Verse has several stance abilities that provide her with different benefits in combat. Well, I'm not doing that. Left-click toggle AI, party AI. That needs to be on. Thank you. Needs to be on. Okay, we are coming down, and we need to attack. We'll focus our attention on this group over here. There you go. Good job. Good job. Now let's go ahead and Titan's Touch our ally here. Or you can heal her, you know, heal. That's ooh, good job. Okay. I have a new ability. Blood-Soaked Stone. Coordinate with Verse to knock your target prone, then follow up with a strong bleeding attack. Sure. Why not? I missed. Good job, John. Already showing that you are no worthy ally. Oh, wow. You just took a spear to the chest. I saw that happen. Attack this guy right over here, please. I said attack this guy right over here, please.
They never had a chance.
Alright, when a party member starts taking damage, they will start to lose health. The health bar next to their portrait will start to decrease. When a party member's health drops low enough, they will gain a wound and the health bar will turn red. Wounded characters have their maximum health reduced and receive a penalty to all skills. Wounds are removed when the party rests or when a character levels up. Okay, well, you know, kind of a thing. Charged Fist, maybe? Oh, that helped, I guess, maybe. Sure. He's badly injured. That's a good thing, right? All right.
Phew. I can tell you didn't spend the conquest in a diplomat's tent.
The fighter surveys the fresh corpses and nods with satisfaction.
Though you did a fair amount of feasting in the second year of the conquest, as I recall. A few of my mates and I caroused with this Apex scum thanks to your good faith gesture. A pity this lot won't be around to remember the good old days.
During the Apex campaign, you allowed the Scarlet Course to set the war aside and take part in a beloved Tier's pastime. This fostered a sense of mercy and goodwill between the gang and the locals, leading to more orderly surrender and conscription later. Interesting. I like how the game kind of brings that to play here.
I'm Verse, by the way. But there are more important things to take care of than introductions. Those Vendrian guard we killed didn't come alone.
She gestures to the skirmish unfolding in the pass below, shaking her head. Why are the Vendrian Guard attacking now?
My guess? The Vendrian Guard are testing our strength in battle, learning how we perform before they organize a real offensive. That or they're really, really desperate to get beyond the mountains and couldn't wait until nightfall.
You fight like a storm. What's your role in the army?
A Scarlet Fury, one of the elite killers of our ignoble gang. You'll see more than a few of us around camp, but don't let that fool you. We're a rare breed. Most of the soldiers in the Scarlet Chorus are little more than farmers and children armed with rusted forks. Makes them easier to control. The voices of Nerat called his best fighters to this siege. There must be something important about Vendrian's well, though don't ask me what. The Archon isn't in the habit of spilling secrets.
Speaking of, why don't you explain what you're doing here?
The voices of Nerat told me to intercept you at Edgering Ruins before you busied yourself solving all of the camp's problems. Guess I was too late. You're due for a meeting with the Archons, but we should handle the small matter of this ambush first.
I'm ready if you are.
Eager. I like that. Before we go, you might search among the remains of our fallen comrades. Wherever they're bound, I doubt they'll miss their boots, much less any rings or any useful iron they might be clutching.
Rings were first introduced by Kyros in the early years of the Northern Conquest. The currency of the divided realms was of questionable value and easily counterfeit, and rings offered the promise of a shared economy simple enough for anyone to understand. Today they are the standardized currency across all the known lands of Tyranny. Their commonality and ease of transportation quickly made rings the preferred unit of trade, even in realms where Kyros' peace is not observed. I see. And I see your point. Nice and practical.
No reason to pity the fallen. Before long, we might wish we'd joined them here. But at least we'll enjoy heavy pockets and warm toes. For the voices of Nerat!
Verse furrows her brow and focuses on the battle down to come. Before we do that, though, pillage the bodies! Take all the stuffs. All those stuffs, too. What happened to our other friend? I want to know where that one went. She run away? There she is. No, that's Verse.
Just point me in the right direction.
Whoops. Alright, where's... I don't know, I guess she ran off. She was smart. We were not. She was like, you can handle all that, right? Oh no, there she is. Oh, look what I found. What's all this then? Climb down, use the rope to scale the rocky edge. Jump down, throw caution to the wind and jump down. No, I'm gonna climb down. What's all this? I found a secret. It's like a camp. What's all this? Abandoned memorial. This memorial has been left to weather the elements for many months and has fallen into disrepair. Resting at the top of the memorial is a small, weather-beaten enclosure with rusted torque inside. Examine Tor. Take the Tor. You recognize the corroded bronze Tor as a relic of Tearsman folklore. I'll take that. Sure, why not? And I guess that's it. We'll go back. Yeah, Aurora. I was like, where's Aurora? She didn't join us in our endeavors. Okay, let's quickly make our way back over here and back down now. Squeeze through the gap here. Partner joins us. Looks like that Verse is no longer wounded. That's good news too. Behavior enabled. Okay. Just to make sure, that's all. Okay, so we go down this way. Oh, hello. Oh, all right, maybe. Maybe. Hey everyone, J Square John Jeremy here, and I want to thank you for watching. check out another video from yours truly or take a look at the playlist for this series. If you haven't done so already, click on the logo to subscribe and keep track of this channel. Until next time, so long and take care.